Hey Vainglorians, this is Gadienton from BrokenMyth.net. If you've ever purchased an Ironguard contract before, or find yourself partnered with another jungler who has an Ironguard contract, this video guide is for you. As of version 1.5 of Vainglory, they greatly improved the Ironguard contract, making it a very lucrative item for those who use it correctly. Those who don't use it correctly are missing out on a lot of free bonus gold for themselves and their team. Vainglory is a numbers game, and the team with the most gold gets the biggest guns, and the team with the biggest guns often wins. If the Ironguard contract is used correctly, a pair of junglers can get close to double the amount of gold as they would without an Ironguard contract. That's a pretty significant gain. Now during the hero select screen, you can select one of three roles: jungle, lane, and roam. In this case, I selected the role of roam, which tells my team I will be acting as a support to my jungler. This means that one of my first purchases should be an Ironguard contract, and here's why. First, whenever an ally kills a lane minion or jungle monster, you get free gold just for being nearby. This allows you to get a good chunk of money while letting your jungler and laner get all the minion and monster kills. Additionally, if a jungle monster attacks you before it dies, your ally gets an additional 25% bonus gold. If used correctly, that's an additional 75% bonus of free gold that you can create out of thin air. So let's show you a real-world example of how this works. As Petal and I jungle together, you can see that just by being close to the death of a jungle monster, I can receive the 50% gold bonus. I didn't even need to attack the jungle monster for that to happen. Additionally, there's a counter in the bottom left corner of the screen that shows how much gold I've gained from using the Ironguard contract. However, to maximize the benefit of Ironguard contract, I need to get hit by a monster before it dies. So while Petal is working on finishing off the other monster, I'll start a new one. Since I'm actually being attacked by the monster, Petal will receive an additional gold bonus if she is the one that kills it. You'll know you're using the Ironguard contract perfectly when your ally receives a gold bonus at the same time you do. Since it takes two people to use this item effectively, let's talk about how you can help if you are the jungler. First, at the beginning of the game, if you're the jungler, be sure to pull up the scoreboard to see if your teammate purchased an Ironguard contract. Note that on occasion, your ally may start the game with a different item and then purchase the Ironguard contract on their first trip to the shop. So if you don't see one at the start, make sure to pull up the scoreboard again after a couple of minutes. In some cases, it may be unclear who is supposed to be the support or roam, so I encourage you to look at the scoreboard and see what your jungle buddy picks for an item. You also want to do this to avoid being like my opponents who just purchased two contracts, which is a waste of money and will make you weaker in the early game. Second, if I'm the jungler and I accidentally attack the jungle monster first, like in this situation, this could cause me to miss out on bonus gold. However, I can correct this by moving outside the monster's range so that it changes targets to my ally who has the Ironguard contract, thus allowing me to still get that bonus gold. I can use this same strategy if my support is moving too slowly and I want to start chopping down the next jungle monster. When my ally gets closer, I simply move out of range again, let the monster attack him, and then go in for the kill.
And tell your mom to stop calling me.
Building upon what I've just shown you, there's a very easy advanced tactic you can do that I like to call tag team shopping. While the jungler quickly shops, the support starts the next jungle camp. When the jungler is done shopping, he kills off the monsters while the support quickly shops. Keep in mind, however, that once your jungler moves out of range of the monsters, you have a 5-second window of time to kill them if you still want to get that 25% gold bonus for yourself. As the owner of an Ironguard contract, you will come across scenarios where junglers haven't watched this video, so you will need to find creative ways to communicate your intentions with the jungler to maximize your gold income. In this scenario, I use the go ping on a monster I'm already attacking. This tells my teammate that I want him to kill it. I'm also using another strategy here that I like to call the Ironguard dance. The Ironguard dance is another way to share your intentions with the jungler. Once the monster is getting closer to dead, dance back and forth to show your teammate that you are not competing with him for the kill. He'll quickly understand what you're doing. That being said, if you see an ally dancing back and forth, he's not doing it for your entertainment, so please do not leave him hanging.
Enemy team stole a minion mine. Your minions are now weakened.
So I have a few final tips for you before we end. If you and your jungler get separated, rather than farming on your own, try to regroup so you can share in the bonus gold. In this scenario, I died during an early game team fight and got sent back to base. On my way back to the jungle, I might be tempted to stop at the first jungle camp I see and start farming, and I've even seen many support heroes do exactly that. Instead, I recommend taking an extra 10 seconds to meet up with your jungler so you can maximize your gold and also make sure your jungler is getting as many monster kills as possible. It's also good to remember that the Ironguard contract earns you bonus gold while you're helping in lane. If you happen to have one or both allies with you, let them get all the minion kills and you will rake in the bonus gold for your team. Lastly, while you do want to help your jungler damage monsters so he can clear the jungle faster, sometimes you may accidentally steal a kill from your jungler. You can usually avoid this by doing the Ironguard dance, but no one is perfect. Just give him a sad face to say you're sorry and he'll understand. That's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this useful and would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Additionally, for the best Vainglory articles on the interwebs, visit brokenmyth.net and subscribe there as well. Thank you again.